Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, the Dragon, on Dragon Killer Gaming, and today we're doing a road to the show with my brand new starting pitcher using the animation repertoire and height and weight of Roger Clemens. What I did, instead of making the character go to college and starting my career as a 21-year-old, I went straight from high school to the professionals just to see if I could actually get to the majors before the age of 21. So I'm in the development league of AA. For those who don't follow baseball, as you can see, AA there. You start off in AA, then depending on your performance, you get promoted to AAA, and then eventually you go from AAA to the Major League, and of course that's the Major League. That's Major League Baseball, otherwise known as the show, hence MLB the show. It's basically the My Career mode for people that aren't familiar. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to be playing the character through I'm going to refer to them as development leagues, and seeing how well I do. So let's get this going. This is what the character looks like. You can see the weight and the height and the age. You can see the team there. I'll quickly show you the pictures of the character. Four seam, splitter, slider, curveball, sinker. Mostly using these three, but I usually do what the catcher asks for. The tokens in the top left corner are used for upgrades, but I'm saving them up because the first 3 games I play, I get ×2 bonus on tokens. So when those tokens are saved up after the first 3 games, I will put towards either making the pitches individually better or making these overall character stats higher. As you can see, you can use them to boost everything together, or you can do singular. But I will be saving up because I boosted these to 50 when I first made the character. So these will be okay for a while, as this is the lowest level. When I get promoted, I'll boost these to 60. Other than that, I'll be using tokens to boost individual pitches. So let's get going. I won't be commentating for every single thing on the stream, but I will be talking relatively often. That's why I'll be leaving the microphone on. I'm using the natural PS5 mics, which should be nice and clear. I will be speaking low and in this type of voice, but it's very late or very early, depending on your preference here in the UK. And the stream is about enjoying the game and seeing things you may not have seen before. So we'll be focusing on this character for this stream. I do have other ones that I will show you guys, which are follow-ons from the mini clip episodes that I've uploaded, such as the female character that's animations and things are based on Mark Maguire, hence the character being called Mary Maguire. I have another picture who's based on Ariana Rivera, and I also have a picture who's based on Randy Johnson, who's also a starting pitcher, but today it's the Roger Clemens build. So let's get going with the debut in AA of the Kid Ace, because ace is the name they give to the best pitcher of the pitching rotation, which is a group of 5 main pitchers that share games. Like, you'll play a game, train and rest for 5 days, and play a game, train and rest for 5 days. That's why there's a group of 5. So anyway, let's get going. As you can see, the games I didn't play, the team lost because I wasn't involved. This is why I had the opportunity to train. So I'll be increasing velocity. That's my plan, to save the tokens and focused on boosting velocity of the main faster pitches. Anyway, first game, let's go. The camera I'm using is the perception of the batter. So
a very exciting milestone for this prospect as he's making his professional debut today on the bump. Always a special moment to witness.
I try not to talk over the
It's the Columbus Clingstones and the Biloxi Shuckers. First pitch. So almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab here, the kid Ace. On the hill in this one, he's one of the highest-ranked pitching prospects in the Brewers organization, and there's a lot of excitement in Milwaukee for what he can bring in the future. All right, ready to go here. Now it's the right fielder, Cody
Be
Millian.
available in this game if you win it in the My Team mode, which I'm not particularly good in the My Team mode. However, I might do a stream about it in the future, because it is fun, even though I'm not particularly good. So you saw the glove there, I'm coming towards it.
On the ground to third.
Because assuming it goes where it's
Rose
supposed
gets
to,
the out, one away.
ball will actually go to the end of the yellow trailing line, rather than the
Digging in
side
at the dish for the
position,
Clingstones,
which
Ambioris
is where you
Tavares.
actually put the ball. Again, I will say I'll do things in
Tavares
case
starting at
somebody
shortstop,
does not
hitting
play
second in the lineup,
baseball,
and he was born in the
which is
Dominican
the
Republic.
string. Again, I won't be commentating for every single pitch, or when something interesting comes up, I will commentate. So until
And
then,
it's a pop-up.
enjoy the game.
Kale settles underneath it. And there are 2 down. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe, the kind of pitch hitters dream about. Base is empty with 2 out. Coming up to the dish for Columbus, Charles LeBlanc.
Hey! 0-1.
On 0-1, the delivery. Foul ball there. Two outs and nobody aboard. On the ground to the right side. And there's a base hit. Nice cut there to push the ball the other way. When you try to go back through the middle, you can get a lot of hits the other way, even if you're a bit behind on your swing.
See in the corner is like an
So here's the
extra
cleanup hitter,
score for
Bryson
things you
Horn.
do. And for every 100 that you earn, you're given 1 token. And the
that one
tokens
fouled
are
off.
used to make your player better, that I mentioned earlier. So that's what the score is in the left-hand corner. The actual score of the game, it's the bottom right corner.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Goes down looking on that one. So 1 hit is all they get. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up.
Just
No
for
score.
changing visuals, like 2 in the stream. I will change the pitching camera just so you have a different way of looking at the game as I
For
throw
more
the
than a
ball, but
century,
for
Mutual
now I'll be
Consolidated
keeping
Cow Insurance
this.
has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Puts this one in the air down the line. That's pretty far back. Pulls it in. There's one away. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. Now at the dish, the designated hitter, number 2. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away. Base is empty with 2 out. And the next batter, Keyshawn Ogans. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swings through it. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through it for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. No score.
Game is 9 innings. And as you can see, I finished the 2nd inning. So the
We're
game's
back here
going
at
well
the
so
ballpark.
far.
Here's the center fielder, Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. Lifted in the air to left. One up, one down. Just a shade too early with the swing.
Waving hand.
Might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. The batter now, Tyler Tolvey. Ground ball to second. Capra. In plenty of time to first.
I know you're working, so thank you for dropping in.
Cody Milligan.
Back to the top of the order here. Cody Milligan now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Just misses the inner half.
I can't hear, I'm outside.
Okay, well, I'm talking for the stream anyway. Thank you for coming in. Maybe you'll hear this later. Or I'll send you a message
Enjoy
later.
streaming.
Yeah, the stream should be good. Thank you. Have a good day. Be careful lifting things.
Got it. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. No runs on no hits, no
first
errors,
3
and no
games,
one
I'm
left
giving
on.
a time
Moving on now to the
bonus,
home
as
half
you
of
can
the
see.
3rd inning. We're all tied, nothing. Top of the 4th inning with the Clingstones at the
Ideally,
dish.
to strike out as many as I can.
My face blowing a
I get more
kiss.
points for that. Bye for now. Thank you for dropping in. Hugs and love. Mahal kita. Again, guys, my voice tone is lower because of the time here. It's not because I'm bored in any way or anything of that nature. It's just that it's good to have calm sometimes so you can just enjoy the game and explain what's going
Late on
on.
that fastball. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe going to have to fight 1 or 2 off. Struck out looking for the backwards K. One gone leading off the
Again,
fourth.
I'm doing well so
And he
far,
just
reasonable
continues
amount of
rolling out there,
strikes.
looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. So digging in, Charles LeBlanc, 1 for 1
The
with a
way
single
I
so
do
far.
things is just be very simple.
And a pop-up in foul
I
territory on the
follow
right
catcher's
side.
instructions.
Racing over to make the catch.
So, again, I lost the mic for a little while,
baseman,
and when
Bryson
something interesting happens,
Next
I'll
to hit
jump
for the
back in
Clingstones, Bryson
verbally.
went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this
Like
plate appearance.
things like if I'm near an immaculate inning or it's a tight moment in the game, those sort of things. Or when I'm about to do upgrades, or when I pick certain training things.
0-1, here's the pitch. Foul ball there. 2 down and nobody aboard. Top half of the fourth. Swings and misses. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, no one left. Midway through the fourth, no score. We're back here at the ballpark. On to the next inning. Stepping to the plate for Columbus, number 35. That one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Swinging a high fly ball out to left. Warren. And there's one away.
Quick thing for those who aren't aware, where it says 0-0 in the bottom right
will hit
corner, that is
next.
balls
Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time.
when you pitch. If you get 3 strikes, you get the
Swings and
person that
misses.
hits like
It's
that is a
0-1.
strike. So it's
0-1's
0
the count.
balls, 1 strike. It's 3 strikes and you're out. If
1 out and the
some
base is
reason
empty.
you throw 4 balls, the batter gets to be on
Swing and
base
miss.
for
This has been a
3.
solid outing for
So
him.
it's
And a lot
giving
of that
away
is
a
because he
hit
keeps
or
pounding the
giving
zone
away
like
a
he did with
base,
that low fastball.
basically, and you really don't want to do that. So
Now
the
here's the
idea
0-2.
is, for me,
Strikeout
as
swinging.
a pitcher,
Picks up the
is
7th
strike
strikeout of the
out
ball
as
game.
many as you can,
That's straight
and
up power
don't let
pitching
the
right there.
players
3
hit
straight
the base.
fastballs, and the batter wasn't up to the
Basically,
task.
don't let the
He couldn't even
players
make
hit the ball.
contact. Might
Or
need
if
to
they
work on the
do,
timing before your next
make the
AB.
ball so difficult to hit that your
At the plate,
teammates
Keyshawn
can
Ogans.
field and get the
3-pitch
match.
strikeout in the last AB. Will
As you've
definitely want to do
seen,
better this time.
when they hit the ball high and they're caught
Fouled
out,
back our
or
way,
it's
and that's out of
simple
play.
throw to the base. So that's what those numbers mean. If you're new to baseball and you have any questions, or you're new to this game and you consider buying it to play yourself and would like some tips,
Just
you're
missed.
more than welcome to leave comments. I focus on road to the show mode. I'm not a big online player at all. So,
Ball.
road to the show,
That was
the
really
left
close
my
around the
play
knees, but he's
mode
handling
is
it well
my
on the mound.
focus,
Just has to adjust his
and
sights.
that's what I know. So
2 outs, base is empty.
if anybody would like tips or have questions about it, you're more than welcome to either ask live or
Swing and a
leave
foul
comments.
straight back. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. And goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books.
Oh, and as you
we
can
still
see,
have no score.
sometimes even if you throw the ball correctly, the umpire who decides strikes and balls will make mistakes.
On to the top half of inning number 6.
And
Digging
say,
in
oh,
at the dish
that
for the
wasn't a strike,
Clingstones,
that
Kevin
was a ball.
Kilpatrick Jr.
and also you can technically throw the ball badly,
back our way, and
and
that's
the
out of
umpire
play.
will say, yeah, that's a strike. So it can work negatively and positively. Anyway, enjoy the game.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. And that's perfect slider placement from him, down and in. At the plate, he probably read fastball out of the hand, but then it took a turn on him. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
As you can see, to what I was saying before, with the ball,
here's the catcher, Tyler Tolby, rolled out to second in the first AB.
But it was weakly hit, so it was fielded well by my team.
And he fires in a strike.
So, if you come up against tough batters, which will happen in the future, you may have to hope for bad contact in order to get your team to field the mound instead, because you can't strike the mound.
And a big swing and a miss.
He
reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that.
Can be explained or even look.
Set down on strikes. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. That strikeout didn't take long at all. You'd like to see a better approach.
Milligan.
And now the right fielder, Cody Milligan.
Hey! 0-1.
Next one's fouled back. Got the batter swinging. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So another good inning on the mound. 6 shutout innings so far. Biloxi ahead in this game, 1-0.
As you can probably
We're
tell,
back here
the
at the
game
ballpark.
was
We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Columbus, Amioris Tavares.
So, in theory, the export and pitch is always meant to be the one you rely on the most, the one you throw the most, and the one you hope to get the opposition out with the most.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in.
At the moment, because the players so early in their career, they have low control stats, which means sometimes, even if you aim where you're throwing in
late on that fastball. Still good life on
like
that pitch late in this game.
Area, or go in a slightly different place because the control stat is so low.
Now here's the 0-2.
And I will show you this.
Set down looking. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th.
To the next guy.
And now
so if
Charles
I
LeBlanc.
pause it here, press this button. Where would I go? I'll have to show you afterwards briefly before the next game. So let's carry on. Or actually, attributes. No, I'll have to show you after the next game because it shows you the speeds and the main important stats, but not the control and things. So I'll show you that afterwards.
1 for 2. Fouled off down the right side.
See, because those technically can be completely smashed out of the ground, but the idea is they see it so late they hit it badly or completely miss it, and you get the strike
The 0-1.
Or your team mop up
and it's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
As you can see, it's a senior not lucky soon because the MLB
The
team
Shuckers
is
up by 2 here in the top half of the 7th.
And when you finally make it to the major league,
swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 away now to start the 7th. Looks like he doesn't want to hand the ball off to the bullpen just yet. Impressive work
by them. It's a way for young players to, sharpen their, in real life, this is sharpen
Bryson
their skills.
Horn getting ready to hit 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Management have reports on the players of how well they're doing.
Swing and a
this
foul
game
straight back.
does do a very simple version of that, like once or twice a season. The manager will call you in his office and say, these are the numbers you've done so
95
far.
with that one. The stuff has been excellent.
2 strikes.
Keep doing your best. And then eventually you get called in and the guy says, the main office of the MLB team said it's time to move.
And that's the end of the inning. Still in total
Basically,
command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Biloxi with the lead, 2-0. All set for the start of this inning. Stepping to the plate for Columbus, the left fielder, number 35.
Repetitive, because that's how baseball is. And the rest of it you can just enjoy, and you can tell by watching if something's good or not as good as it should be. We'll see as we go along.
0-2 now. Grounder to third, handles. Gets it to first. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Cam McGee.
And here at the plate, the designated
Okay, mic is fixed now. I accidentally pressed the button for too long and it muted everything.
hitter, number 2.
So yeah, after each game, because this game is nearly done, I will take a very, very tiny 1 to 2 minute break.
0-1's the count.
Just to make sure my hands don't get too tired. And then we'll jump to the next game. So it will be relatively quick. We shall see the very occasional actual mini training game.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything.
Just pick a number 2 increase. So pitches when you can see the yellow trail.
Swings through it for the K. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
We will follow that yellow trail and end
Base is
up
empty
at
with
the
2 out.
end of
Here's the
the
third
trail.
baseman, Keyshawn
There's
Ogans.
not a yellow trail. It means if the control is good enough, the ball will go
He swings
exactly
and fouls one off.
where you tell it to go. So that's what those things mean if you're not familiar with the game.
Here it comes. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right through there for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. 8 innings,
Again,
8
final
zeros. The
time I
shutout
say
continues. The
a
Shuckers out
game
in
goes
front, 2-0.
nine innings. We've just finished 8 on the starting pitcher.
Now
So
pitching
usually
for
Back
the
now,
I will
and
be
Pirates,
on the mound,
replaced,
the
which I
closer,
have
number
been,
Tyler
22,
Waisner.
by a
Comes
pitcher
in with a
whose
chance for
job
a
it
save
is
number 2 on the
to pitch
season.
at the end, and they're called closers, like the mini video I did before with my closer pitcher character. And so I had a good game. The finisher will do his job. He's called a closer, not a finisher,
Ace,
sorry.
with a really excellent performance in
And
his
he
professional
actually
debut. From the
lost.
first pitch of the game, it really
So
seemed like he was in
because
control out
the
there. Nice
saver
job, and looking forward to
didn't
seeing him do a
do his
lot
job
more of that in his
correctly,
career.
unfortunately, he gets saddled with a loss. But I get the credit for having a good game. If a pitcher goes over 6 innings and the team win, they are credited with a win. And that is what starting pitchers are looking for, because the more wins you get, it shows how good you are, and eventually you get rewards and things, or awards like Pitcher of the Year, and very rarely you get bonuses for winning, and also you get more stat points for winning. So as I said, each 100 points gets you 1 token. I got 2,700, so that's 27 tokens. Also, keep in mind that the first 3 games, the score is doubled. So in a normal game without the times 2 bonus, that would be roughly 1,400. So instead of 27, you'd earn 14. So as I said before, the first 3 games, you want to have the best games possible to rack up the tokens. Anyway, I've spoken a lot for the last few minutes, so the mic will go off for a while. I will take less than a minute break and we'll get straight back into the next game. So, enjoy. So again, before we jump into the next game, as you can see, I play or I pitch every 5 games. That's the standard way. So as you can see, it was a loss, then a win, then a win. I came in on the 5th day. Unfortunately, we lost 5-3, but that wasn't my fault. That was the closer, unfortunately, getting smacked around. So the next game I will play will be on 10, 11, 12, the 15th, because there's a day off in between. So we'll be doing that in just a second. Bear with me a second, everything's live. I just have to handle something. It'll take me about 3 minutes and then we'll get into the next game. Okay guys, thank you for your patience. Let's get going. So unfortunately we lost there, but again it was a bad day for the closer. So this is how training works for the pitcher. It's pretty much automatic always. You just pick the 3 upgrades you would like to get each time. So I'm going to pick the controller and the sinker.
The kid, Ace, a promising prospect just about ready to go. He brings a combination of talent, dedication, and heart to every game. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Birmingham Barons. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. We're back here at the ballpark. Starting on the mound in this one, the kid, Ace. Here's the inside look. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Jacob Amaya. On the ground, right side. Takes it to first for the out.
So again, as you saw there, it was a reasonable pitch. The batter decided to swing for it, contact, and was easily fielded. That's the result you're looking for.
This pitch popped up.
When players do hit ball.
That's out number 2.
I, of course, prefer strikeouts, because to me, that's the job of the starting pitcher, to strike out as much as possible.
Base is empty with 2 out. Now the left
or at least to
fielder,
get the most points. So anyway, enjoy the game, and I'll be back on the mic soon.
0-1.
That one to first. Takes it to the bag at first. And 1, 2, 3, that's the inning. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish.
0-1's the count.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Digging in for the Barons, Andre Lipsius. Bringing some pop at the plate recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. No score here in the second inning.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay today. This is your road to the show with my Roger Clemens build starting pitcher.
Next offering is downstairs. What a take with 2
It's
strikes.
fully live, of course. Send a message if you'd like to. I will talk to you. Other than that, I don't commentate on the gameplay. I just jump in
Already
when
2 gone in the home half of the second inning.
Interesting happens, or I'm near a perfect game or something, or there's a tight moment in the game where, you know, just if something cool happens. So thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy. Oh, and if you'd like to help the channel, please drop a like or even consider subscribing. It means a lot to small channels like mine, and it would just be really cool. But more importantly, just enjoy yourself.
0-1 now. Hit weakly on the ground. Clark takes it to the bag alone. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left. Heading on now to the top of the third. No score. All set for the bottom of the third. Coming up to the dish for Birmingham, Wilfred Veras. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And there's a ball.
That's off the plate.
In the air, right field. Margot on the move. And he makes the catch. Are you kidding me right now? That's a great all-around play he made in the outfield. Got a
For
good
example,
jump off the
I'm
bat.
going to jump in there and say that was a brilliant job by the defender. It was going foul anyway, so it would have given me a strike. But anything of that nature is awesome. And
here's the
cool.
second baseman, Chase Mydroff. Mydroff measures 5'10", batting 8th today, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2022.
Hey!
Swing and a miss out front that time. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Home team down by 1. Here in the back end of the third inning. Got him swinging. 2 gone now. Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, Jacob Burke. Fell back our way, and that's out of play.
Just to let you know in advance, after this game completes, I will be having a 5-minute bathroom break and then getting to the next game.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And the count 1-2. Got the batter swinging. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3. 9 straight set down here to start the game. Biloxi ahead in this game, 1-0. Welcome back. The Barons at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Jacob Amaya now at the plate. With this big a lead, no reason to be tentative on the mound. Attack the zone and let your defense do the work behind you. Bounce to the left side. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mario
Camilletti, the next to hit. First time up was a pop-out.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing okay today.
Over
This
near
is
the
Road
wall.
to the
That drops
Show.
in no man's land. A
My
foul ball.
starting pitcher character using the height, weight, and repertoire and animation of Roger Clemens, which obviously I refer to as my Roger Clemens
Next one's
build.
fouled back.
So
One out and
enjoy
the
the
base is
stream,
empty.
use the chat if you want to. Other than that, I don't talk all of the time because baseball is relatively simple.
On the ground,
If
out to
something
short.
cool
Pratt.
happens,
Now the throw
I'll
to first
jump
on the
in with
run.
my
That's a
voice.
pretty nice play there.
Now batting, the left fielder, DJ.
DJ Gladney digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Fly ball to left, down the line. Carrying near the fence, and that is a foul ball. Strike 2. Rapid fire work on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes. Battling here, fouls it away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Biloxi with the lead, 6-0. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Barons batting.
The first baseman, Tim Elko.
Swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Missed inside. Ball 1. It's rare to see a minor leaguer take an 0-2 fastball when it's that close to being a strike. He clearly knows the zone very well. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. And the next batter, Andre Lipsius. First at bat was a strikeout. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Oh, just to let you know, just to let you guys know before we carry on, I've noticed some good games coming out lately, and I am considering adding to my Yakuza collection, getting the Yakuza Hawaiian Pirate game. The proper title eludes me at the moment. I think it's Yakuza pirate in Hawaii. And there's also I think the guy's called Kazuo, the brand new game of the guy with the magic and the weapons. Looks a little bit Dark Souls-esque, but looks really cool. Depending on the price of that game, that might be a possible game for the channel. I will say again, it's possible. So keep your eyes open for that. Anyway, I'll get off mic and we'll carry on.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the catcher, Edgar Caro, 0 for 1. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 waves at that one. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. The Shuckers lead it 6-0. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. Now it's the right fielder, Wilfred Veras. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that drops foul.
As you can see, that was a nice effort there, but it still counts as a strike because it was a foul ball. The defender did well, but missed ever so slightly.
Now here's the 0-2. That one is foul. We'll see another. Fly ball out to left field. Racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, the second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
Now at the plate, Chase Mydroff. There's a strike.
0-1.
The Barons with plenty of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball down the line. That will drop foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a curve misses outside. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Base is empty with 2 out. And now Jacob Burke went down on strikes the first time through. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. Got the strikeout looking. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. Perfection through 6 innings. Biloxi ahead in this game, 6-0. We're back here at the ballpark. Now up, Jacob Amaya. Fouled off. He was late.
Of people who aren't aware, the box you see before I throw the ball is a representation of the strike zone the umpire has to guess with his real
On 0-1,
eyes.
the delivery.
This was a real name.
Dash down the right side, but foul.
It's there so the player knows if they did throw the ball in the correct place.
0-2,
you are
and the
the
delivery.
player hitting the ball.
Just
Off the
off
plate,
the
If
outside
the ball
edge.
will be a strike if they choose not to swing for it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. One away on
See
the
what
drop, third
happened
strike.
there, even though that was a strike
Now
out, the
batting,
ball
the
hit the
designated
floor.
hitter.
Mario Camilletti
Mario.
will hit next.
The batter was allowed to run. Doesn't happen very often, but that's what that was.
This one high in the air, out to left center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Base is
DJ.
empty with 2 out. Next up for the Barons, DJ Gladney. Pop-up foul on the right side. That ends the inning. The
And as you
perfection
can see,
continues.
if you catch a
21
ball,
straight have been
even
retired.
if
The
it's
Shuckers
heading
out in
for
front, 6-0.
foul area, it still counts as an active ball and counts as an out. That's why the player was called
On
out.
to the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the
people who don't
Barons,
know,
Tim Elko.
because there might be people that are like, hey, you know, baseball sounds cool, let's take a look.
Aye.
So now all that's out of the way, you can just watch the game and enjoy.
Next pitch, in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right side. Capra. And now a spinning throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting,
Still
the
cooking
third
to start the 8th. Just
Andre
5 outs left to get.
Lipsius.
Next to hit, Andre Lipsius. Still a ways to go, but you do not want to move away from this broadcast. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
The Shuckers up big in this game. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. Late swing, fouled off. O2 rocks and fires.
Just
Ball
as a
one there.
reminder,
On
we're
0-2
coming
hitters
to
are
the end
often
of
expecting
the
a
game.
curveball
There
out
will
of the
be a
zone.
small
Nice
bathroom
job to
break after
anticipate
this.
and lay off it.
Other than that, we'll be going deep into it, playing as many games as possible. This stream has no time
Here comes the
limit.
1-2 pitch.
At the very least,
The
the
strikeout
actual
there.
minimum
2
will
away.
be 2 hours. But it could
And he
go
must have
anywhere
been
from
looking
2
in
to
some
4
other
to
location.
even
Now
6
I don't know
hours.
why he'd go down
Depending
looking on a fastball on the inner half.
you get on, how interesting the games are, how much energy I have, and of course, how many of you guys like to come in
Base is
live
empty with 2 out. Coming up to the
and
dish for
possibly
Birmingham, Edgar
chat.
Caro.
This was slightly off the mark, but I
Pops
got
this one
away
up,
with it,
foul on the left side.
and that'll be the end of the 8th.
And that's that.
I should be
So now
replaced now because we
24 have been
have the
sent down
lead.
in order. Only 3 left to go for perfection.
Sometimes
The
if we
Shuckers
have
lead
a
it
perfect
6-0.
game going, which I'll
We're back here
explain
at the
if
mic,
that
and now
happens.
the right fielder,
They
Wilfred
let me
Barris.
do the
And
ninth,
everybody watching the mound, he
which
starts
they're
the
letting
ninth
me
inning
do,
working
which is
on a
awesome.
perfect game.
Which will be the first complete game, which means you pitch all 9 innings that I've done for a very long time.
Pop up, foul on the right side. Clark drifts towards it.
And it's purely because my pitch count, which is how many times I've thrown the ball, is low enough that I haven't
And here is Chase
wiped out
Mydrock.
my stamina. I've only thrown 70 balls, which is actually incredibly low.
Counts 1-0.
Because the lowest complete game pitched, in the past at least, would be anywhere from 89 to 95 pitches. And I'm currently on 71.
Next one's fouled back.
But anyway, we'll finish the game. See you soon.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. Only 1 out remaining.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Burke. Here it is, 1 out away from perfection. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. In the air to right, and that should do it. Got it. It's a perfect game.
Oh, that's why they left me in. That was a perfect game, which means for the entire game, no player hit the ball for a single hit, or any play that allowed them onto base. Perfect games are incredibly rare, and that is the reason why they allowed me to stay in, to give me the opportunity to get the perfect game. If I was in a different, if I was in AAA or the professionals, they wouldn't have let me do that. So here's my interview for getting a very rare perfect game. I will be humble or excited. So, no, let's be confident. I say anytime you're able to dominate, it's good. They say, what was your approach? I will say I just took it 1 pitch at a time. You don't want to be overly egotistical. Although, as far as I know, it doesn't alter the game, as far as I know. Let's say I realised in the middle they weren't hitting the ball. I know that wasn't the exact words on the screen, but you get my point. 12 strikeouts is good, but usually I hope for 16 or higher. So I'm going to give credit to the catcher because he tells me where to throw. Although I can throw wherever I wish, but I like to be a good teammate. And as I mentioned, 75 is ridiculously efficient and low, which is a good thing. And I'll say the truth, I was able to throw a lot of strikes. But in an average game, I do look for at least 14 to 16 strikeouts. Let's be a big head. I'm going to be one of the greatest pitchers ever to play the game. Okay, so I am going to take a comfort break. I'll be roughly 3 to 5 minutes. Obviously, the stream will continue. And because I got the perfect game, I got a ridiculous amount of bonus points, which is now giving me 46 tokens for 1 game, which is roughly 3 games worth of tokens. So the next game will be the last game that has the ×2 bonus. So I'd be looking for another equivalent of the perfect game to get as many tokens as possible. Anyway, as I said, 5-minute comfort break. I'll be back as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience. See you in 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience, guys. We're beginning again in a second. Just gonna grab myself a drink. Okay, guys, just 1 second and we'll begin again. I just like to make sure everything's done so I don't have to stop as regularly because I know that can impact the enjoyment of a stream. So just making sure everything's done at once. So comfort breaks will be a minimum. As I said, between games, naturally there will be a 1 to 2 minute break. Just so if anything cool happens, like the last game with the perfect game that I didn't notice, which was a good thing, because if I had have noticed, maybe I would have made a mistake. You never know. Yeah, the last game was awesome, perfect game. I would have liked a few more strikes, but considering my stats are low, that was a very reasonable and a reasonably good performance, I think. The first time I've ever had a perfect game that has been recorded so you guys can see it. It's awesome that I could do it on stream for you guys. I hope that was cool. Sorry, I'm a bit delayed here. I do apologise. Bear with me, I'm just trying to arrange something. Because I listen to things to help me concentrate, but I am also looking out for any messages you guys send, so don't worry about that. I think I've nailed the thing I was trying to do. Yeah, that'll be fine. Again, thank you for your patience. I have said already, but it does mean a lot to me. If If you're watching this as a video, anytime you see this screen and nothing is moving, you are more than welcome to fast forward to when you see the gameplay begin, because after all it is a video at that point. But again, if you'd like to help the channel, do consider leaving a comment or just a like. Or if you enjoy or just want to help out a small channel, do consider a subscribe. So here we go, jumping into the next game.
The kid, Ace, with a historic
And there
perfect
you
game
go,
last time
last
he
game
took the mound.
pitched a
His
perfect
crowd is
game.
ready to see what he has in store for an encore. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Birmingham Barons. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Welcome back. And pitching here today, the kid, Ace. It'll be hard to top his last start. Not known as a workhorse just yet, he doesn't have the stamina that some other starters can boast, which makes that first trip through the order so critical when he starts. If he can be efficient and not show his full repertoire while limiting the damage, it gives him a greater chance to work a little deeper.
Bear with me for just a second, and then we're going to go all the way through. As you can see, the break stat there. In the future, after upgrading, the break stat will be minimum 70 on the SL, which is the slider, and the CB, which is the curveball. Because the 4 SFB is the 4-seam fastball, that's the fastest ball that you throw, and the primary pitch. The splitter is the secondary, which usually is the second most used pitch. And the sinker at the bottom, the SNK, is also a fastly thrown pitch. So the first big upgrades will be the velocity for the first, second and final pitch. Okay, we're going to jump in, guys. Here we go. And I did forget the last game I was going to show you the stats. So when this game is complete, that'll be the end of the 2 times bonuses, which is the perfect time to show you the stats before I upgrade after this game. Also, let me know in the comments if you'd like, if you're happy with the camera I use, or you would rather I use the picture camera, which is behind the pitcher's body, so it looks a little bit more TV-ish. Apologies with the slight delay. The
Into the
Dragon
game,
needed
ready to go for the last half of the inning.
replenish
Stepping to the
his
plate for
smoke,
Birmingham, Ryan Burrows.
meaning I vape.
Aye. 0-1.
So let's get into this. Enjoy the game. To make it very simple, my plan is
Swing and a miss.
always aim at the glove
Hitters chasing the slider, and
that
now the
comes
pitcher
up
can expand the
to
zone.
make
Try to tease a swing at
the
a ball
job
that runs
easier for
away
me.
from the hitter. Out to center.
So anyway,
Perez
we
on
enjoy
the
the game, and my
One
voice
up,
will
one down.
return later.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jacob Amaya.
Now it's the second baseman, Jacob Amaya.
Ball.
Again, when the ball flies off like that, when you misses where I aim, it's because the control stat is low. In the future, that will be upgraded, but
Swings and misses.
that's not the
Two
first
down.
thing I will upgrade. I'm going to focus on velocity
Batting third,
first,
the
with the
catcher.
three
Next up for
pitches
the
I
Mariners,
mentioned,
Yasmani
and then
Grandal.
once I've saved up again, I will be doing the break stat for the balls that focus on braking, which means the amount of movement you get on the pitches that bend or drop. You'll see when I do the upgrading later.
Next pitch, in for a strike. Batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. Struck out swinging. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Smell like you've just played extra innings? Time to clean off with Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. Now with the scent and flavor of cilantro. Foul ball there.
Just to let you guys know, even though I'm using the lowest skill level for pitching, you still have to throw in the right place, because if you get it wrong,
0-1,
they
here's the
can
pitch.
still score, get
This one
singles,
popped up.
doubles,
Murray.
home runs, and you will see things
One
like
down.
that, or occasional mistake of
Batting
teammates
fifth, the
as
third
the
baseman, Andre
level of opponent becomes more difficult
Lipsius.
when
Coming
you're
up to the dish
promoted
for
to higher
Birmingham, Andre
levels.
Lipsius had the day off
So
yesterday.
yes, the difficulty is lower, but you still have to do your job. The same thing when I use
That
coaches
catches the
that
zone for a strike.
act. It may technically be a lower difficulty, but you still have to get the hit correct to score
One out and the
runs
base
or
is
do
empty.
your job. The same as when you're a fielder, you can still make crazy mistakes, even though the
And swing and miss.
lower.
Incredible
If you
late
just
action on
swings up
that
into
slider. Took a
different
sharp turn at the
players,
last second.
which will show this. As I've recently
Here comes the
made
0-2
an
pitch.
Edgar Martinez inspired character,
Spoils the two-strike
which
offering.
has
Another
made a
coming up.
lot of
He's doing
fielding
a good
errors
job of
because I
changing
get the
speeds.
timing
First the
mechanic
off-speed
wrong.
stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance.
So
Pitch
they will
misses,
be
and the
interesting
count is 1 and
things, there
2.
will
One
be
ball, two
mistakes.
strikes.
Sometimes you just play really, really well and get lucky and get a perfect game, like
Swing
the
and a
last
miss.
game.
Got the strikeout. Already 2
So,
gone in the home half of the second inning.
again, I'll catch you with my
Base is
voice
empty with 2
near
outs.
the end of
Digging
the
in for
game.
the
Designated
Barons,
hitter,
Edgar Carroll.
Carroll.
Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. That skips over the fence. It's an automatic double. Really strong swing there, and he might have thought
And
he'd hit a
as to
homer right
prove
off
my
the bat.
point, I did
Not
do
quite
my
enough for it,
job,
but I'm sure
and
he's
I
happy
got a
enough
hit
with the
for a
automatic
double,
double.
which is
So a runner aboard,
just a
and
really
now it's
good
going to be
hit for
Wilfred
the
Veras.
opponent.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. Just a weak fly ball this
Luckily,
time.
this will
Kane
be
on the
caught,
way in.
but
Gets there,
we
got
need
it.
to stop them scoring, so that's great. As you can
So
see,
1 hit
scoreless
is all
inning.
they get. Heading on now to the top of
So
the
we
3rd.
cleaned up the
Biloxi
big
with the lead,
hit.
3-0.
But the idea as a pitcher, for those who don't know, is to get hit as least as
Bottom of the
possible.
inning. The batter now,
the
Michael
Barons,
Turner.
the first baseman, Michael
Turner batting 8th today, and he's usually a catcher, but today he's starting at first. Comes up empty, strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Set down looking. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. That strikeout didn't take long at all. You'd like to see a better approach. The center fielder getting ready to hit.
Ball.
So, there's that thing I was on about earlier. That pitch was clearly inside the line, which means it was a strike, but the umpire got it wrong. So it was classed as a ball.
He swings and fouls one off.
So that's another interesting thing that can happen in the game.
Got the batter looking for the K. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the 3rd. The lineup flips over. Ryan Burroughs digs in now. Fly ball left field. Hicklin coming on. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Shuckers lead it 3-0.
Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Road to the Show.
Welcome back. The Barons at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
The second baseman,
Roger Clemens. Using his height, weight, and pitch repertoire, and his animation. Well, to be specific, his animation from 2004, where according to Baseball Reference, he got the most MVP votes. He was an all-star and had a very good season. For newer people, retire the in order means get all 3 batters out in any way without them hitting any sort of, hit, single, double, anything. If that happens, I get the point bonus, which again, for every 100 points, you get 1 token.
0-2, here's the pitch.
See, that was a bit lower than I was planning.
Swings through it for
Got
the
away
K.
with it there.
Leadoff batter
Strike
retired
out.
in the 4th. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. And the next batter, Yasmani Grandal.
If you have any questions or just want to talk,
Swing and a
I will
miss,
stay
late cut
on
there.
the mic and I will
0-1's
chat
the
with
count.
you guys or answer any questions. We will take any tips or advice. Everything is welcome here. I just play for fun. I focus on Road to the Show. This
Swing
was
and a foul
mentioned
straight back.
before, but of course, if you're just coming in, or this is where you catch
Goes down swinging for the
video
strikeout.
when it
2
becomes
outs
a
already
video,
in the home fourth. And
may
he should
have
be
the information.
strutting out
So
there
thank
right
you for
now.
being here.
3 pitches, all heaters,
I
and he
hope
gets the
you
K.
enjoy.
Impressive stuff. Now a chance for DJ Gladney. He's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Two outs and nobody aboard. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. And that's number 8. Only 1 to go. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit weakly on the ground. And caught it behind the back. Nicely done for the out. So they go quietly here. Moving on to the 5th. The Shuckers lead
Well,
it 3-0.
that's the first time that's happened where it's automatically caught behind the back. And of course, as you saw, very simple, easy throw to first base to get that. Just looked very nice.
Andre Lipsius.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Takes it to first for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edgar.
For any person or those who
Next
may
up,
not
the
know or
designated
may
hitter,
not
Edgar
have the
Caro.
game,
Cracked a
whenever
double the
you
first
see
time at bat.
blue lines on the floor, it's the game suggestion of where to walk or run in order to help the defense.
The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. He was late. In for a strike. 1-2 now. The Shuckers leading by 3. Bottom half of the 5th. Out to short. Pratt. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilfred.
Stepping to the plate for Birmingham, Wilfred Veras. First pitch, that's in for a strike. This pitch popped up. Bovee.
You got it.
And that's the 3rd out. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. Biloxi
As
ahead
you
in
can
this
see,
game.
because
3-0.
I passed the mini challenge, I get bonus points.
We're in the bottom of the 6th. And now, Michael Turner. And swing and a miss.
0-2.
High fly ball to right field. Payne under it.
I got it.
1 away. Next up for the Barons, number 92. Went down on strikes the first time through. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. What a filthy splitter he has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron and there was a magnet in front of home plate. This to third. Bovee. throw is too high, and this ball's going to wind up out of play.
As you saw there is the occasional mistake by the defense. It was a simple throw for a simple out, and the player got excited and threw it way too high, which basically gave a free base. But it won't be credited to my pitching.
Up to the dish for Birmingham, Ryan Burrows. And that one fouled off. Into center. Perez on the move. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Bad throw by the outfielder there, but he did catch the ball. You get the out, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Fouled off left side.
But in a more dangerous scoring position, that would have cost the
Runner at
team
second, 2 down.
1 to 2 runs.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So another good inning on the mound. 6 shutout innings so far. Biloxi with the lead, 3-0. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Ball 1
That's
there.
A ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And now the 1-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Again, as I mentioned previously, the fastball is the most important ball for my character, so that will be one of the most important things I will be upgrading over time. Again, this is the lowest level of baseball, so
1 out and the base is
as
empty.
the streams go on, you'll see the player get stronger and stronger.
Up the middle. Oh, what a great play.
Great defense.
Gathers and throws.
Great.
Nicely done for the out.
Now
I thought for sure off the bat that one was going to get
That's the sort of defensive play you want, because if it had have gone past him, that would have been an easy possible double.
Andre Lipsius, the next to hit. Little chopper rolls foul.
As I say, I'll be off the mic for a little while. We're about to finish the game quite soon. There's 2 more innings. Once the innings are done, I'll be doing the first big skill upgrade. Well, when I say skill upgrade, it will be more
Pop foul out of play
upgrading
off
the
to the
pitches rather than upgrading the OVR stats.
Kicks and delivers. Bouncer out to short. Tosses to first.
I think
and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. The Shuckers lead it 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back now,
Biloxi.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom
15.
of the 8th. Caleb Bowman. And with a lefty at the dish, this could be a tall task for the new arm, allowing a batting average over 300 against left-handed hitters this year.
Hopefully they'll use the job and will keep the
with
win.
9 batters in 7 innings without allowing any earned runs. Not the most dominant effort on the mound, but he strung together some good innings, which helped them get the win. That's good enough for sure.
Had the lead when I left the game, and the closer finished without losing. That's how you're given a win. 9K, which means 9 strikeouts in 7 innings. So let's get these upgrades done. I will briefly explain the upgrade system for those who are new. So that'll be 23, because you just divide, because every 100 you get 1. So 2,300 works out as 23. There was a bit left over, so 24. Okay, so upgrades. If you're upgrading the overall only, you would upgrade any of these 4. As you can see in the corner, the upgrade would shoot to 68. However, I'm not doing that this time. What I'm doing this time is upgrading the velocity of the sinker, the splitter, the 4. So let's do the splitter. Oh, wrong button. Let's do the splitter first. Get this up to 80. As you can see, it will go quickly. With the 62 left over, we'll go to the slider, go to the brake, because as you can see, the purpose of the slider is to brake. So my plan is to put this to 60. Then you go to the curveball, see how much I can put on. 60 as well. That leaves me 9, so I think I'll just save the 9. As you can see, the upgrades will help the balls be more successful when I throw them. Once I save up a lot again, I'll be focusing on control, as the velocity is good enough for this lower level. So it will be control next time, but for now, that's what I'm doing. In fact, let's do a little bit. Actually, no, it's not worth it. Only 2. I'll wait until I've saved up over 100 again. So that's how you upgrade individual pitches. So as you can see, they're better now. And I always upgrade what the focus is rather than the complete. But this is at the beginning, of course. It takes a long time to upgrade to a very, very, very strong level. Anyway, again, I've spoke about the same thing a few times. Don't want to bore you guys. So I'll be off the mic for a little while, and we're going to jump to the next game. I'm just going to save up as we go, as that was a big upgrade, and then we'll jump into the next game. Do I have a perk? Perks unlock automatically as you play. Once one unlocks, I will explain what they do for those who may not know. If you do know, excuse me for repeating what you already know, but there may be new people that aren't familiar. So anyway, in about 2 minutes, we'll be getting into the next game. And that'll be the stream, just playing through the games, collecting the tokens. Once we hit 100 tokens again, I'll do control upgrades, which means the ball is more likely to go exactly where I throw it, rather than slightly wide or forward down. So we'll begin the game in about 2 minutes, just the usual 2-minute break between games. So gameplay will begin shortly. Thanks, guys. Bear with me for a second. I was just grabbing a very small snack, to get the energy up. Let's get into the next game. I'll be off mic, but I'll jump in if something cool happens. Enjoy the game. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing okay. I don't overdo the commentary, but I am the Dragon on Dragon Killer Gaming. This is MLB The Show 25 for Road to the Show mode, and this is my Roger Clemens clone starting pitcher. So enjoy the stream, enjoy the game. Do consider a like and subscribe.
The kid, Ace, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. It's the Montgomery Biscuits and the Biloxi Shuckers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, the kid Ace. Here's what you should keep an eye on. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the
Okay, thank you for your patience.
batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. Now, Tristan Peters.
Again, I won't be
Swing and a foul
overly
straight
doing
back.
commentary, but just let you know if something's delayed, etc., or something cool happens, like I said before. So, enjoy the game, and my voice will return later.
Here comes the 0-1. Just missed.
Outside.
1-1. Here's the pitch. This one in the air to right. Payne on the way over. And it's caught for the out. Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gregory Barrios. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. Pop-up, foul on the right side. Clark has this one sized up, and a couple of quick outs. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them.
Meade.
Base is empty with 2 out. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Curtis Meade. And that one fouled off. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. I have to say, he's got a live arm out there so far. Attacking the zone and doing it with good velocity, too. Swings through it for the K. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. End of a half inning of play, no score. We're back here at the ballpark. Second inning set to start. Stepping to the plate now for Montgomery, number 77. Slider misses away. One-0 pitch. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter retired here in the 2nd. And here's the catcher, Tatum Levens.
Aye. 0-1.
Fly ball down the line. That will drop foul. Wines, here's the pitch. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. 2nd inning, no score thus far. And 1-2. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Here's the 1-2 offering. And that's a little bit high. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 2nd.
Batting 6th, the first
base is empty with 2 out. Next to hit, Trey Morgan. On fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1 offering. And a big swing and a miss. What a tough splitter. High 80s, reads fastball out of the hand, then drops like a brick at the end. Ball 1, too low. What a take with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. We're all tied, 0-0. From sunken courtyards to flying buttresses, AC Hines Architecture can help with all your building needs. Use promo code HOLLY for 10% off your first project with them. Jones stands at 6 foot even, hitting in the 7-hole today, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2022. Pitch is in the dirt. Breaking ball through there for a strike. That slider really locked the hitter up. Nice job on the mound to tunnel it well and make the decision hard. Got the batter swinging. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Homer Bush Jr. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Strike 2. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the power in this at bat. Struck out swinging. First 2 batters gone in the top of the 3rd. That's straight up power pitching right there. 3 straight.
Yeah, in most simple games that aren't, I say simple, in most normal league games that aren't playoffs, I will skip as many mini cutscenes as I can to try and speed up each individual game. But in the future, if there's a playoff or anything of that nature, I will let the
Grounder,
presentation
left side,
play
but that
because
rolls
it's
foul.
quite cool.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss late on that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. 9 straight set down here to start the game. No score. Welcome back to Biloxi, top of the 4th inning. Here's the left fielder, Tristan Peters.
Yeah!
The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground to third. The throw to first.
Got him.
Leadoff batter retired in the 4th.
The batter, the shortstop, Gregory.
And the batter will be the
Barrios.
shortstop, Gregory Barrios. 0 for 1, popped out foul to first. Fastball for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. We're in the 4th inning, no score. And that's a strikeout looking. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. Now a chance for Curtis Mead. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game.
Ah! 0-1.
Swing and a miss. I think he was a touch late to recognize the
No
curve
balls,
out of
2
the
strikes.
hand. He'll have to refocus with 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got it. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. No score. All set for the start of this inning. And now the DH, number 77. Sliced down the right side. Swing and a foul straight back. Now here's the 0-2. And there's a ball. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye
One ball,
level with
2
the high
strikes, the count.
fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. Swing and a miss. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Tatum Levens. Struck out swinging the first time. Right through there for a strike. And that's in there at the knees. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. Swing and a miss, got the strikeout. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th.
The first baseman,
And he
Trey
just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Trey Morgan now at the plate, struck out swinging in the first AB.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
And it's strike two. He's been working the whole zone well, but that high fastball really stands out because of how well he's placing it. The hitters have their got it. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. So 5 perfect innings in the books, and we still have no score.
Once I've saved the 100 tokens,
we're back here at the
maybe
ballpark, and now the right fielder,
5 games or something, maybe 6. I might possibly upgrade stamina instead.
And that'll fall for a base hit.
Oh, that's on
and
the
leadoff hitter
hit. It's only 1 hit, but I think I was on the way
I
to
don't think he could have placed that one any better if he had walked into the outfield and set it down. That one was in the perfect spot to drop in for a hit. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. Next up, Homer Bush Jr. That one out to right. And that is a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. That one close, ruled a ball. Looks like he's pretty vocal with the plate after that was called a ball.
Pitch.
Not
That's
sure
why
that's
the
going to work out in his
graphics
favor, though.
come up where the pitch is arguing, because that really was a perfect pitch. In the sense of it went where it was supposed
Spoils
to
the
go.
2-strike offering, another coming up. And a swing and a miss. One gone now in the top of the 6th.
The batter.
Next up for the Biscuits, Jalen Battles. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
Aye.
Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Runs it up to 96 to record the K. Well, he's got no excuse for not being on time on that last heater. 3 straight fastballs, and he still couldn't catch up to it. Now the left fielder, Tristan Peters. Peters stands at 6 foot even, 25 years old, and he's knocked in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Late swing, fouled to the left. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Certainly looks like they're going to waste that lead.
That was a lovely curveball. That's what I get for upgrading the break stat. So
here's the
it is worth doing where possible. Same as upgrading the velocity stat.
Another inning in the books, but the perfect game is
or
no
fastball
more.
variants that will be happening in the future. My plan is to kind of work opposite, where I boost individual pitches first, and then do the OVR based skills, like A9, which is strikes per 9 innings, HR9, which is limiting home runs per 9 innings, etc., etc. I will discuss them in the future.
0-1 now.
People who may not be familiar.
Late swing, fouled it off.
But for now, I'll be off mic again.
The next pitch misses. Now 1-2. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. Got the strikeout looking. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting.
And here at the
Third
plate,
baseman,
Curtis Mead,
Curtis
0 for 2 with a pair of
Mead.
strikeouts. Chases a high fastball there.
0-1.
1 out and the base is empty. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And again on 0-2. Swings through it for the K. 2 away now to start the 7th. The designated hitter will hit next. On the ground, out to short. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. The Shuckers out in front, 2-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
48.
8th. Blake Hollum facing a left-handed batter, and that has been a pain point this season with an opposing batting average above 300 against lefty hitters. Ace, no earned runs allowed in a 7-inning start and notched double-digit strikeouts. I almost feel bad for the other team. That lineup had no chance the way he...
As you can see, the score I get now will not be doubled. It's just as the normal score you would get. 1,100 works out as 11. So I'll be building up the tokens again, like I said, to over 100 before I upgrade again. There will be a 2-minute break just to give my hands a second to relax. As you can see, I've got a choice here. I can increase velocity or control of a different pitch, or I can break there. Now, because this is so expensive, because it's over 70, I would definitely be picking this. So otherwise I would have to pick, I would have to pay a lot of tokens just for that 1 point. Anyway, before we jump in, I'll be off the mic, be roughly 2 minutes, and we'll be jumping in and going all over again. Just before we jump in, you can see there's stats there. I've been credited with 3 wins so far. I've pitched 31 innings with 52 strikeouts with 0 ERA. That means earned run average. That means how many times they've scored a run against me by hitting the bat for singles, doubles, trebles, or home runs. So, we'll begin in roughly 2 minutes. Okay, as always, thank you for your patience. Because I'm having small breaks between games, I can extend the stream, so the stream will continue going for, well, time limit, but it's going to be a reasonable chunk, so I hope you're enjoying so far. And again, for anybody in here live, and for future people watching the video, do consider a like and subscribe, or just a like. It always helps out a small channel, so maybe one day become a big channel. So thank you guys. So let's enjoy. I'll be off the mic for now. If you'd like to use the chat, you're more than welcome. I will talk to you.
What he's made of. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Columbus Clingstones. First pitch coming your way next. Welcome back. On the hill and coming off a great start, the kid Ace. He's a bit of a road warrior. Opposing batters have struggled against him this year, batting under 200. Think about this. From the start of the wild card era in 1995 through 2023, 50 Major League starting pitchers held opposing hitters to a batting average under 200.
Bear with me just for a minute, and then we'll jump in. And of course, we'll be starting in roughly a minute or so. Thanks again. So what I'll do just for this game, just to make it different to look at, I will change the camera I use to throw the ball, so it looks a little bit more like TV-ish. Because I used to use, bear with me, I used to use this camera, which is right behind the picture. You can see the animations and stuff. It is quite cool. So let's do this for this game, and let me know if you guys prefer it in the comments, or use the chat, of course. Let's get into this. I'll be back on the mic later in the game.
Only 5 of those seasons came with an ERA over 3. So it goes to show how effective it makes him to keep that batting average against down. Kobe Cotto, the leadoff batter, cuts and misses for strike 1. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters for strike 3.
Batting second.
So digging in, Ambiorix Tavares. And he has struggled this year. Grounder to short. Murray gets it to first. Too quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon.
Batting third.
Base is empty with 2 out. Next to hit for the Clingstones, number 35.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Late with the swing there. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 3 up and 3 down, inning over.
As I said before, pitches that have bend or drop with the yellow line, the more you add break onto your pitch, the longer that line becomes. But they actually go where they're meant to go. More often, when the control is upgraded, and that will be what I do on the next joint upgrade.
The 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Just misses. And that's ball 1. What a take with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Down to first. Out. 1 away on the drop, 3rd strike.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Cody Milligan. Didn't play in the day game yesterday. Should be fresh for this one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Battling here, fouls it away. That one had some excellent zip as it came home. Now here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter for strike 3.
As you can see, this camera's got me quite wide, but the other camera did allow me to have more precise aim, but this is, I'd assume,
chopped on the ground.
Nicer to look at for you guys, welcome to the stream if you're new.
We're at the end of 2. We're all tied, nothing.
And as you can see, I had to field that myself. Luckily, I pressed the button correctly and landed in the green bar and did a perfect one.
Fouled off left side.
That was a very strong hit, but luckily it went foul.
And the 0-1 now. Comes up empty, strike 2. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. That's a strikeout looking. They get the leadoff batter here in the 3rd.
Batting 8, the
so
catcher,
up next, Tyler Tolby. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather. And that one fouled off. On the ground, Clark steps on first for the out.
Batting 9, the center fielder.
Digging in at the dish for the Clingstones, number 16. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. Once again, he's ahead.
Alright guys, so as I said before, I will get off mic for a little while, but obviously the games will continue. If you have any questions or you would like to talk, please use the chat and I will bring the mic back on and we'll have a chat. So, as always, you enjoy the game.
In the bottom of the fourth. Next pitch, in for a strike. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now he can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
The batter, number 9.
Ambiorix Tavares getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Tavares.
Aye. 0-1.
The 0-1 offering. Swing and a miss.
No
1 out
ball,
and the
2
base
strikes.
is empty. And the count 1 and 2.
Ball 1.
Got the batter swinging. 2 outs already in the home fourth.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping to the plate for Columbus, number 35.
Now
Struck out swinging the first time. Up the middle, Murray. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. No score. Bottom half of the fifth and the Klingstones batting. The second baseman, number 2, digs in now. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. Nice eye right there.
1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This to third. Bovee. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth.
The right fielder, number 7.
I do baseball.
And now the
So
right
you
fielder,
see
Cody
this
Milligan,
game.
struck out swinging
It
the
will be
first time.
road to the show again, but I will rotate the characters, and I think it would be quite fun for those who may not play a female character themselves to see the female character I made that's
Now batting, the first
based
baseman.
that
So
way,
2 down
or
now,
at least
and here at the plate, Drew
animation-wise.
Compton
I'm
collected a
not
couple of hits in yesterday's game.
The character is called
Fastball
Mary
in for a strike.
Maguire, I think. I tried to give her slightly red hair. She has the animation's height and weight of pre-steroid Mark Maguire, but with the swing. Oh, wrong button.
Steps off to
But
reset.
with the swing of Mark Maguire when he relaxes.
The 0-1.
So, yeah.
And he fires in a strike. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. Swing and a miss, that's a K. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. So 5 perfect innings in the books, and we still have no score. We're back here at the ballpark. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to the dish for Columbus, Keyshawn Ogans.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
And he delivers. Slow bender drops in for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. One out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K.
Again, for a personal goal, I for every game is to minimum get 12 strikeouts.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Tolvey. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time.
Personally is great. In real life terms, if you can get anywhere near 16, it's an incredibly good game. The record for a game, I think, is still Roger Clemens, who got 18 in the past. I don't know if it's been beaten in modern times.
Here comes the 1-0.
As I don't live in America, and it's
he's using that curveball well
to
today, both
American
early
sports,
and late in at bats. He's showing a
unless you
lot of
pay for
confidence.
expensive apps.
That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Ground ball to third base. And plenty of time to first.
Center fielder, number 16, Ethan.
Next to hit for the Clingstones, number 16. Caught looking the first time up. He swings and fouls one off. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 1.
1-1.
Again, when the pitch flies off or goes into a different place to where I throw, that's because of a lack of control. The control state is low, and depending how late in the game it is, it can be because of pitcher tiredness. But as I said, when I get to 100,
and a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. Perfection through 6 innings. No score.
In regards to control, so I probably need to say
ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH.
They all begin on 14. That's incredibly low. So it takes a lot of tokens to
and immediately fires a strike to the left-handed batter.
Relatively acceptable. At least for now, because I am still a low-level player. Well, by overall at least.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
So it's going to be a slow grind stat-wise, but it is worth it. That's why for this particular character I thought I'd see the difference between jumping in as a 29-year-old after college and losing 3 years of physical play, or just starting as a lower level 18-year-old and taking the opportunity to play more games and upgrade slowly as the time goes on. So anyway, enjoy the game, and we'll do 2 games in a row. There will be a tiny break in between, but not as long as before. And we'll just keep going and going. And then obviously when I need to get going, I'll let you guys know. There might even be a second stream today, as I started this ridiculous time in the morning.
Can't get it to first in time though, and the winning run is on.
Anyway, I'm off this run gives him the appreciation he deserves.
Perfect games are so rare, and he came so close to pulling this one off. We'll see how things shape up from here on. Runner at first with 1 gone. Digging in at the dish for the Clingstones, number 35.
All one's the count.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Well, he's got no excuse for not being on time on that last hitter. 3 straight fastballs, and he still couldn't catch up to it. The second baseman, the next to hit. Hey! 2 away, the possible go-ahead run at first. Next pitch, in for a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Grounder left side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. So that does it, but not before they spoil the bid for the perfect.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Caleb Bowman. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. Ace pitched 7
as you can see there, when I left the game, it was 0-0.
This is the kind of start that
So
the organization
I don't
wants
get
to see from him
credited with the loss
regularly,
because
despite
he
the team's
wasn't
loss.
losing when I
Consistently
got
delivering
pulled
this
from
kind
the
of
game.
excellence can
But
really speed up.
unfortunately, the team did lose. So, like I said, we'll keep going. You know, same stuff, of course, because that's how the game is. And yeah, we'll just keep going, see how the token grind goes. Like I say, the break isn't going to be a full break, it's just a few minutes. Well, not even a few minutes, basically a minute. Just to give my hands a small rest now. Because these are all equal, I'm going to put the control 1-point boost onto my main pitch. The 4-seam fastball, the excellent pitch, because that's the start I'll be cranking up when I have collected a lot of tokens.
The kid, Ace, the top prospect in the league, is ready to go. All eyes on the rising star today. It's the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Biloxi Shuckers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch. And on the hill, the kid, Ace. He has been very stingy. Quite the strikeout
when
to
this
walk ratio he's
begins,
posted
I will
this
be
season.
pausing briefly for my minute break,
And it
but
usually
as soon
leads
as
to a
that's
whole lot of
done,
success when you can avoid
we'll
beating
go all
yourself
the way
with
through.
walks. Obviously, you need a limited hits as well, but he's showing some high-level skills on the mound. Ready to go. Here's the short.
Right then, let's get into it. I was just replenishing the dragon's smoke.
Stop at the plate. Ronnie Simon. Towards first. Takes it to first for the out. Next up for the Blue Wahoos, Andrew Pintar. Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. This pitch popped up. Capra.
I got it.
Okay, I'll be getting off mic while the game is running, so I can concentrate better if something cool happens, or I get lucky enough that I mirror a perfect game. I'll come back on mic.
Got it started a little too early there. Strike one. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down. And if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Got the batter looking for the K. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. End of a half inning. Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. With only one ATM available, you can be sure your PIN is secure. Join MSECU today. Fouled off left side.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to tap the button, but it's always nice that the option's there to see how well I've done so far. 100% on pitches I've tried to make batsers chase, and 83% swing percentage, which means they swing and miss. 60% low contact and 20% whiff, which means they miss completely. The 60% is referred to weak contact, where the fielder can get the ball and then get them out. So, yep, let's carry on.
That's out the corner.
In the air to left center. I go. Racing over to make the catch.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, DJ Morlando.
Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, number 6. It's been a tough stretch at the plate. No hits over the last 5 games.
Hey! 0-1.
One out and the base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Battling here, fouls it away. Winds, and here's the pitch. Fights it off, we'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the second baseman, Cody Morissette. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Ball 1. 1-0.
No score here in the second inning. Plenty of zip on that fastball. You can hear it sizzling, even from the press box. Looks sharp. Chases a high fastball there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. All set for the start of this inning. Coming up next to the dish for Pensacola, Torrin Montgomery.
No ball, 1 strike.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt.
1 and 2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. So digging in, Mark Coley.
Huh. 0-1.
Top of the third, no score. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Got the strikeout looking. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. That strikeout didn't take long at all. You'd like to see a better approach.
Hostetler.
Bennett Hostetler now at the plate. Next pitch popped foul. This one off to the right, and it'll get out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Now here's the 0-2. Struck the batter out without a swing. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight set down here to start the game. No score. Top of the fourth with the Blue Wahoos at the dish.
The shortstop, Ronnie Simon.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Grounder to second, and handles this chance. Whips it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew Pintar.
And now at the plate, Andrew Pintar. First time up was a pop-out. That one fouled off. The Shuckers leading by 1, top half of the fourth. Here's a high chopper. Pratt throws to first. 2 quick outs in the top of the fourth. So up next, Brian Navarreto, caught looking the first time up.
Oh!
Swing and a miss. It's now 1-1.
1-1.
Ground ball right side. Clark takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Biloxi ahead in this game, 1-0. We're in the top half of the fifth. Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, Dalvi Rosario. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. A little out front there, swings through it.
0-2.
That's off the mark. And the count, 1-2. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Digging in next for the Blue Wahoos, number 6. Struck out looking the first time up.
Strike! Woo!
The Blue Wahoos held hitless so far in the game. Late swing, fouled to the left. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Check swing, but this one put in play. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Cody.
Next up for the Blue Wahoos, Cody Morissette. First at bat was a strikeout.
Strike!
2 down and nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. And a nice frame on the mound, he sets him down 1-2-3. So 5 perfect innings in the books. We're back here at the ballpark, and here's the first baseman, Torrin Montgomery.
Bowling. Up.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Now up, Mark Coley. Went down on strikes the first time through.
No ball. 1 strike.
1 out and the base is empty. Now a flare off the bat. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's a strikeout looking. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Now the third baseman, Bennett Hostetler.
Strike! 0-1.
Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, and he goes down on strikes. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Perfection through 6 innings. We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up next to the dish for Pensacola, Ronnie Simon. And that one fouled off. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Stepping to the plate now for Pensacola, Andrew Pintar.
Strike one. No ball. 1 strike.
This one in the air to right. Margot.
Mine.
2 away.
The batter, the catcher, Brian Navarretto.
So digging in, Brian Navarretto.
No, that's a ball.
The Blue Wahoos still in search of their first hit in this one. One ball, 1 strike. A swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One, 2 now. And he goes down on strikes. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. On to the next inning. The batter now, Dalvi Rosario.
Strike one.
Next one's fouled back. Swing and a miss. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
Now batter.
Just again a random little thing, it says E67, which means I've only thrown 67 balls, so my stamina is good, it means I've been very efficient,
That's out of play.
but I do need to boost stamina in the future, but because I'm in the lower levels for now, it should be good enough.
The 0-1. Bottom of the zone, called strike.
0-2.
The Blue Wahoos trailing by 3. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Cody Morissette. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fly ball out to left field. Grabs it on the run. So now 24 have been set down.
Because we're in the 8th inning, if it's not a perfect game, they should pull me out now. We'll see what happens.
All set to start the 9th inning in
Well,
this
they've
one.
left me
And
in,
now
so
the
that's
first
good for
baseman,
the
Torrin
XP.
Montgomery.
Let's see
And
how we
everybody
go.
watching the mound, he starts the 9th inning working on a perfect game. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Oh, 1 now. Little chopper rolls foul. 0-2, rocks and fires. Popped up right side. Capra drifting towards this one. And there's one away.
The right fielder, number 19, Mark Coley.
He's 2 outs away. And now the right fielder, Mark Coley. Grounder to third. Tosses to first. They are down to their final out.
Now batting, third base.
A complete game in modern baseball is very rare now, so this is actually reasonably
one out
cool.
away from perfection.
By the look of my energy, if I hadn't have been so good with the strikes, I wouldn't even made it this far, so I may have to burn my first upgrade just on stamina. One more strike and the game's over and it's a complete game. And we're managed again to do that.
Good eye there. I know it turned out to be a ball, but it very well could have been strike 3 to end the game. That would give you nightmares. Swing and a miss, and this one is over.
He fell for it. Complete game. Oh, perfect game again. 700 points. That's 7 extra tokens. 2 perfect games in 3 games played. Not bad for the stream. So let's see how we're going actually, because I might actually have a rest and go for breakfast. But no, we're okay. I can do at least 2 more games. That looks quite cool. What was that interview? Bear with me 1 second, guys. Oh, it's an advert. Okay. Perfect game. I'll pick different answers this time. Yeah, definitely need to give it a chunk to boost my stamina so I can get these stats more often. Let's say do whatever it takes to get the wins. So for the next game, I will save my voice. Bear with me, I just need to stop the timer on my TV. Bear with me. Oh, bear with me a second. Right then, guys. Well, the first perk is unlocked, so first you can see what it does. So 2,500 works out as 25 tokens. And I will spend a couple of them on that perk. Because perks have been altered in this year's game. Perks now, you've actually spent tokens on the boost you want to use depending what the thing does. Now, before you do anything, this perk, First Strike, only works when all the things you can see underneath happen, and depending on the boost you pick is what you get. So if it's 0 and 1, 1 strike or 1 ball, First Strike turns on and you can either have pitch break boost or make it score and run it in scoring position, which means they're on second base. That doesn't happen a lot, so I don't need to buy for now. Because you do get basic level 1 without doing anything, so I'll leave that alone for now. So I'm going to go into this lock before. I will go in, and it's going to boost control this time. Let's begin with the main pitch. Boost it to 50, and then go here, boost it as far as it will go, 45. In fact, you know what I'll do instead? I'll take away the 5, sorry, and then go back in and go up to 55. So my plan is make each one 60, so when I get more tokens again, this will be 60, and then eventually make, bear with me, then make this one 60, then this one, then this one, then this one. It will take a long time, but it is worth doing. So 55 is the best I can do for now, but it does mean the 4-ball, the main pitch, will be a lot more deadly. And you can see the C is being increased, and the better it becomes, the C becomes a B, then an A, then maybe an S, but maybe A will be the highest. We'll find out in the future. So it is a long grind, but that's how I'm planning to do. That's why I let the character begin as an 18-year-old and not a 21-year-old. So one more game for definite. In fact, if it will be one more game because I need to rest my voice, rest in general, and then I'll be back later. So this will be the final game of this stream, but there will be a second stream today at some point. I do have a second pitcher who's a closer and another starting pitcher, so maybe for synchronicity I'll use the closing pitcher, which the games are way quicker because you only play the last 1 or 2 or 1 innings. But for now, this will be the final game of the stream. I will grind off stream as well. Let's go with control there. Yeah, so my base for this level of the game, which is the lowest level, will be 60.
The kid, Ace, with a historic perfect game last time he took the mound. This crowd is ready to see what he has in store for an encore. It's the Biloxi Shuckers and the Montgomery Biscuits. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Welcome back. And on the hill in this one, the kid Ace. It'll be hard to top his last start. What a great job he's done this season limiting right-handed batters, keeping their average against him down below 200. You face so many righty hitters over the course of a season, and that means how you perform against them is extra important. Amazing that he's kept them under the Mendoza line. Bottom of the first, now a chance for Drew Baker.
Bear with me 1 moment. Gonna have a quick 30-second break and then we'll jump straight in. Okay, so here we go. Enjoy the final game. You never know, it could be not a perfect game, which will be the first time ever. But I have got a 2 out of 3, which honestly has never happened before. Usually I'm lucky if I get 2 or 3 in an entire season, let alone 2 in 4 games. So enjoy the final game. I'll get off the mic. And as we get closer to the end, I'll jump on mic.
That one finds the zone. Swing and a miss out front that time. 1 out and the base is empty. Gets him swinging. Curtis Mead now at the plate. And fires in a heater at 95. Just missed. And the count 1-2. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. So no runs. Bottom of the inning, and now the left fielder.
Hey! 0-1.
This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Tatum Levens, the batter now, whiffs for strike one. Home team down by one. Bottom half of the second inning. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. Now it's the right fielder, Mason Auer. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. And that one fouled off. Wines, here's the pitch. Got the batter swinging for the K. 2 pitchers, 1 immaculate inning. Offense held in check here. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today. With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. Fastball for a strike. That's a strikeout looking. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 8, the center fielder.
So up next, Homer Bush Jr. Not getting the desired results at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in the last 5 games. This pitch popped up. Settles under it. And there are 2 down.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Jalen.
Base is empty with 2 out. Now it's the second baseman, Jalen Battles. Swings and misses. 0-1. Battles measures 6'1", hitting in the 9 spot today, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2022. Ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. 9 straight. Welcome back. The Biscuits at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Late swing, fouled off.
Ball 1.
Late on that fastball. He must have been sitting on something off speed. Got the batter swinging. 1 gone leading off the 4th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gregory Barrios. Struck out swinging the first time. The 0-1. Chases a high fastball there. Been impressive watching how he's attacked both up and down in the zone with excellent command. Struck out swinging. 2 outs already in the home fourth. And he just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Base is empty with 2 out. Next to hit, Curtis Mead. Caught looking the first time up. Lifted in the air to right center. Margot on the move. Handles this one no problem, and that'll end the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. The Shuckers out in front, 3-0. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Biscuits batting.
The left fielder, J.B. Westbrook.
Swings and misses. That is strike 2. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Center field, Perez. And there's one down. And here's the catcher, Tatum Levens. Struck out looking the first time up.
Hey! 0-1.
1 out and the base is empty. That one finds the zone. That one close, ruled a ball. That's a break for the hitter. I think that was strike 3. Ground ball to third, and it goes just foul. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Cut on and miss. That's a strikeout. Base is empty with 2 out. And now the right fielder, Mason Auer. First at bat was a strikeout. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
A little out front there, swings through it. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice frame on the mound, he sets him down 1-2-3. So 5 perfect innings in the books. The Shuckers. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, Trey Morgan. Morgan, 22 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2023. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings through it for the K. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th.
The center fielder,
Homer
number
Bush
35.
Jr. getting ready to hit.
Homer
Popped
Bush
out the first time.
Jr.
Foul ball there. And the 0-1 now. Swings through it. What a filthy splitter he has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron and there was a magnet in front of home plate. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks.
Now batting, second baseman.
Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the second baseman, Jalen Battles. 0 for 1 so far. Clips the corner. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got the strikeout looking. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. We're through 6 full innings. Bottom of the 7th. Digging in for the Biscuits, Drew Baker. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. The 0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the air to center, Perez. 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping to the plate now for Montgomery, Gregory Barrios. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fouled off, he was late. The Shuckers leading by 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Right guys, I'm going to jump in here because we're very close to the 8th inning and I think I'm close to the perfect game again, so
spoils the 2-strike
I'm
offering.
going to stay on light. I've only done 61 pitches, so in theory they will leave me in.
And the count 1-2. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Got him. 2 gone. Next up for the Biscuits, Curtis Mead.
Hey.
2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The slider has been great for him tonight, and he's got these hitters all twisted up with it.
One thing I will say that I like about my character so far
Swings and misses.
is that the pitch count is very good because it stays low.
The Shuckers.
So at least at this low level, that means I'm guaranteed to get other perks unlocked. I will show that before the stream ends.
We're back here at the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Coming up to the dish for Montgomery, number 77.
I'm allowed to pitch longer than usual, because the manager will usually take it out, which means more points, which eventually means more tokens. So, yep, I'm on mic now, because as you can see, it's the 8th inning.
In and to the right.
If I can get that a few more times, but I'm easily version how it would be
left to get.
I think I'm very close to
Tatum Levens. Still
personal
ways to
record for
go,
me.
but you do not want to move away from this broadcast.
I don't think I had that many on MLB The Show 24 in the whole time I had the game.
Comes up empty, strike 2. Still good life on that pitch late in this game.
Not quite where I wanted to aim, but it was still
that one away. The count remains 0-2.
Good.
The Biscuits with a 0 in the hit column so far. That one just misses. Now 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes.
Not bad. It ended up not being dangerous because it was reasonably good.
Down on
It's been that really good job. Good job really well there.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Base is empty with 2 out. Mason Hour, the next to hit. That one out to right.
Well done,
and no one can get to it, a foul ball. Fouled off left side.
So, as we draw to the end of the game, I did give a stamina warning, so they could remove me
trailing by 3 here in the bottom half of the 8th.
But then again, if I have got a game on deck, I might lose me in. Anyway, coming close to the game, I want to thank anybody that dropped in, everybody that stayed a long time just to watch. They did point me out to my low stamina, so I'll do that upgrade before I go.
To thrive in these moments.
So yep, I had a good game there, but let's see if the team won.
Piled up the strikeouts over
the team
8
did
shutout
win,
innings
so
on the
I
hill.
get the
With
win I
performances like
deserve.
this,
So
it's
that's
no
5
surprise that
wins
his
on the
teammates feel
season.
good when he toes the rubber.
Okay, so let's see how many tokens I have. I might do the control before the stamina because that was my original plan. 15 tokens, 1,500, so 15 tokens. I will show what Conductor does, but I don't think I'll buy a level in it yet. But I will show you. Excuse the croakiness of my voice. I haven't streamed in a long time, so my voice is well, tired and getting used to it really. Conductor, when it's 0-0 count, 0-1 or a 1-0, the offense is losing on 0 outs. If I bought this upgrade, it would count for any inning in the game. If I bought the bottom upgrade, the pitch break would go to 40%. I will buy one because I do need the help with pitch break. Previously on other characters, I have picked the other one. And basically you get 2 choices every time until the end where you get 3 choices and each level costs more. So if I pick this, it would be any situation. If I pick this, the break goes to 50%. So when I do upgrade it again, I'll be picking this one, but I'm not buying that now because I want to put a tiny bit of XP or points into stamina, possibly, but let's see how close the... Yeah, what about the other one? Yeah, I'll leave it. I'll put it in stamina then. So stamina is here. There it is. And give it up to 58, which will be enough to keep me regulating to at least inning number 7. So the idea is save up again, get that to 60, and then focus on the pitches again. Because in the future, when the character is like fully strong, that stamina hopefully will be over 100, so I can literally do any length of game, like if it's a really tough playoff game or something, and it goes to extra innings, I'll be strong enough to stay in and hopefully help winning. Anyway, thank you to every person who dropped in and watched for a while. Thank you if you're still here from earlier. It means a lot. Thank you for watching. after I've rested and stuff, hopefully my voice will sound better, and we'll be back with more baseball later, but with a different character. Didn't mean to press that. So once again, I've been the Dragon. This is Dragon Killer Gaming. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you soon.